trouble. Don't get in trouble. All right, I won't get, you don't want me to get you in? You're like me, I hate Vincent.
And then we can tell
This is my Uncle Vincent.
Hello.
This is my dad. And this is my mom.
Oh,
This is
He's the Michael in the box. Okay, Uncle Vincent, we should sit on the floor.
Yeah.
Walk in and Uncle Vincent's going to show us where you should sit.
Al, can you close the door?
All right. You can sit over
My husband's
there,
used to me telling him.
All right, now. Huh? You want to sit there? Well, first of all, let me tell you what's in here. Y'all want to know what's in here? I'll tell you what's in here. Nothing. You thought there was something there? That's my first trick of the day. Let's hear it for Uncle. Now, what I want you to do is hang loose, Mother Goose.
Michael.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
If I pick a student, could you make that student disappear?
Ooh. Let me say this. I am a magician in practice. You don't want to be part of one of my magic tricks. I'll give you an example. Stay right there. You see this? Once
You gotta move back.
Once I did a magic trick, and this lady gave me a big jar of orange juice and said, "Can you make it disappear?" And I said, "Sure." And I said the magic word, "Shibazaboo," and it turned it into a small jar. So you don't want to be part of one of mine. I will do this because inside of here I have a...
Nicholas, hold on. Come here 1 second.
I know the trick. I have a magic set and I do it.
There you go.
$1?
Oh, no, I have to have Mrs. Camus's money.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going to balance.
Okay.
I don't want to step on any of the kids. Disaster strike. Here we go. It is a regular $1 bill. Is this not your money?
It is my money.
It was not in my pocket. This is not a predetermined outcome. Here we go. I'm going to take this pen, and I'm going to try to balance the dollar bill on the pen. I bet you didn't have that trick, huh? Oh, no. Sit down there, pal. That's a real magician. Here we go. We're going to fold it up like this, and I have to get it just right so that I can balance the pen on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
What did he do?
He ripped my dollar.
That's the trick that I have.
Oh, no.
Vin, you shouldn't have done
That's the one that I have.
I'm so sorry.
I can't use
I
it.
ruined the teacher's dollar bill. You want to clap? Okay, let's hear it. That's it. I have one
Should
problem.
we change his card?
He knows how to get it back together.
Well, you know what? Before you change my card, I need the magic word said. That's old news, pal. The new word is Shibazaboo. I made that word up many years ago when my boy was about his age. And we said the magic word Shibazaboo. Let's try it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what happens when you do a good job? I keep... All right, now, on the count of 3, that's the Three Stooges. A little too young, black and white, you know. Here we go. On the count of 3. 1. Bet you never did this part before, huh? 1. There's one in every crowd. 1, 2. Don't be a heckler anymore. Now we gotta say the magic word on 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Ta-da!
How
You can give that to your teacher. Look at that, huh? That's a magic pen. Woohoo! What does that say over there? Paper mate, right? You want to see the pen?
You're gonna keep it.
Go ahead. Check it out. It's just a pen.
I know.
All right, that's good enough.
I know.
All right, now, here you go.
I know that.
Let's give Uncle Vincent a hand for that trick.
Most people and kids like magic and rules. I like animals. In particular, in the animal kingdom, there are two things that really fascinate me about animals. Number one, how animals attack. And number two, how animals defend. Those are two great things. And I have a special book that I got when my son was about that small. One of my favorite books of all time. Now you know why I have the box. Prickly and Poisonous. Now this is not Little Red Riding Hood, ladies and germs. Prickly and Poisonous. Here we go. I'm going to show you some great things here. Does anybody know what that creature is? Nicholas! I'm not playing favorites here. A pufferfish! Now, can anyone tell me what this fish is doing and why? Yes?
Defending so they won't hurt him.
Now, that's a very good answer. How does that defend itself?
Because it's poisonous if you touch it.
Actually, it is very good. Wow,
It's a smart group.
I'm going to fold this book and go home. Wait a minute, no, I'm just kidding. A pufferfish, imagine if this... And you see a fish, a very delicious-looking fish, might I add, and you go over and you go, lunch! You go over and you go, whack, and you bite down on a pufferfish, and all of a sudden, boom! The pufferfish goes up, and that is what it does. Imagine what you're going to do, like that, and that's the end of that thing. So, in this particular case, a pufferfish is attacking or defending. How many people say attacking? How many people say defending? Yeah. Defending is the answer. It's defending against attack. Very good. On to the next page. Anybody know what this is? Yes. You got it right. But here's the big question here. Question. Does a porcupine eat during the day?
No.
Or during the night? How many people say during the night? You got that right. That's right. What do they call that? Nocturnal, very good. Wow. Gonna give you a good job. Nocturnal. Yes.
My dad's nocturnal.
There's something we have for you. You ready? Okay. Here we go. Pufferfish. Oh, here's a good one. A porcupine is covered with how many of those quills? More than 100? Yes. Raise your hand. More than 1,000? Yes. Raise your hand. More than 10,000? Raise your hand. More than 20,000?
No. Is it?
One left, huh? Well, let me tell you how many quills are on an average porcupine. 20 to 30,000,
No
ladies
way.
and germs.
I didn't know
20
that.
or 30,000 quills on an average porcupine. Now that's a lot of quills. Is that attacking or defending? How many people say attacking? 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 You sure? You sure? You sure it's attacking? You sure it's attacking? You sure it's attacking? No, it's defending. Okay. Is it? Who did I call? Yes. A what?
A stink bomb.
What did you say? Yes. It's not a stinky. A sea urchin. Good hand. There it is. A good answer. Now, as far as sea urchins are concerned, is that attacking or defending? How many people say it is defending? Yes, it is defending. In fact, the sea...
There's a big rock and there's sea urchins in it, and my dad picked it up.
Ooh, does he have 5 fingers still?
I went to the beach,
Yes?
and I saw the sea turtle walking, and I just touched its shell.
Okay, well, let me comment on that, and I'll get to some of your other stories. You have to be very careful with what you touch and feel and are curious about in the wild. I'm in the woods all the time, and I'll even tell you this. When you go into the woods, I go to the woods specifically to turn rocks over to see what's underneath there. I see all kinds of creatures. I'm going to teach you something right now.
Then just tell them where
Hold on a second. Wait and move back. Because whatever's underneath there, and you go like that, it has nowhere to go, it feels threatened, and it sees your arm, which is moving. And a lot of these creatures can sense heat, and they can smell you. Whack! That's how you get bitten by something. Whack! But if you go like this, and you pull back, and there's something underneath that rock, it's got a chance to escape. Now, I'm going to tell you a great story. And we're going ahead of ourselves, but it has something to do with this little guy in this little jar here. See that little guy? That's a real, honest-to-goodness snake. That's a real snake. And we have a country house. We have a country house in Pennsylvania. So one day, I went into the garage. Hold on to that thought there, young man. I went into the garage. I walked into the garage out of the car, and I saw a snake. It was a little juvenile snake, a little baby snake, and that is that the very one. So naturally, if you see a snake, what you do is you go to the garage door and you open the garage door and you hope that the snake goes outside and off on its merry way. Normally, I would do that. Except with this little guy here, something very weird happened with this guy. You know what he did? You're not going to believe this. He was right there and he turns around, coils up, goes into an S pose, and his tail starts going like this. What does that tell you? Whoa, it could be a rattlesnake. Holy good. That, my dear,
you better watch your words.
was my exact thought. So I look at the snake and I said, wow, this snake is staring me down. And then it calmed down a little bit, it uncoiled, and it kind of started to go out the garage door. But now I got a little problem. There's a rattlesnake juvenile in my garage, which might think that this is his home. So now I, like these prickly and poisonous creatures, go into a attack mode because I'm defending my family. So what do? I get the shovel, whack! And I hit the snake, which, by the way, is illegal in every state in the union. However, when it comes down to me or you, buddy boy, this is the end of that snake. Now, this snake is not a rattlesnake. And I feel bad till this very day that I killed this snake. So, the only thing left that I could do is tell the story about this snake so that other people can get educated and understand what this snake was doing. Okay? Seen one, you've probably never heard of one. But can anyone tell me what animal this is related to? Yes, in the back. The pink shirt. It might be related to a porcupine, but something closer, maybe, Nicholas? An anteater. How come you know that?
Because its nose is like that and it's eating ants.
Well, eating ants was a dead giveaway. But the nose being long is really right. That's right. And this thing has lots of quills to attack or defend.
Defend.
Defend, right? Sometimes. How else? Who can else? Yes?
It has the point that if a bug goes on it, it gets...
Not really. They're not that poisonous. Yes?
If you touch it.
No?
Because other bugs can be afraid to...
No, not afraid of it at all. You know why? Caterpillars don't taste good.
Oh.
That's why they're those colors. This caterpillar is saying part of their stomach, and they take quinine, which is a substance, a poisonous substance, and they build it up, build it up, build it up like a steam engine, and then they spit the poison out in steam. How cool is that? Beetles, huh? Bet you didn't know the ladybug was poisonous. Ah, yeah, you see a little ladybug, ooh, it's so cute, it's poisonous.
I have a question I've always been dying to know. Is it true that the spots is how old the ladybug is? Is that true?
Is it what?
2 spots, it's 2 years old. 4 spots, it's 4 years old.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, that's a good thing.
Oh, you know what he's going to do now.
Nature man.
Oh, no.
Ladies and gents, is
It's milk. Milk.
and what I'm going to do is perform for you.
Teresa, watch
You're
this.
going to have to sit down now, guys, because this could get dangerous. You don't want me to spill that on you. All right. I'm going to take this milk, and I'm going to pour this milk in here, okay? And then I'm going to pour this milk inside of a cone newspaper and balance it on my nose. How do you like that for a trick, huh? All right, here we go. This, by the way, is good milk to work with because it's not, it's thicker. That's why I have the fat-free International Delight as opposed to the regular milk you put in cereal and your hot chocolate. All right, I'm gonna pour it. This is a little dangerous here. Let me pour it over here.
You dripped it.
No.
Oh, I'll clean it up the next time I do this magic act. Here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me pour the rest. Hey, what are you doing there, pal?
No looking.
Back.
Anthony, back.
Yeah, let me pour the rest in now. Okay.
All right.
Joseph, I like
Well,
the
that's really
Sean
full to the
sitting.
top.
Oh, but don't spill it, Vin, all right?
I'm gonna try not to, Grace.
Okay.
Where's the newspaper? Here we go.
You already spilled some.
See this newspaper? The regular ordinary newspaper, right? I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna make a cone out of that newspaper. Okay, see that? It's a little cone. Now, whoops, look at that. That's part of the trick. That's it. That's to fake you out. All right, now I'm gonna take this here, this milk, and I'm gonna pour it.
Oh, no.
Right into Stand back a little bit.
Stay back.
That's good, man. Watch it. Watch carefully now. Ready?
Oh, let's go front.
I'm gonna pour this into.
No.
Oh, this could get ugly.
Nicholas, you didn't tell me your other's
Okay.
gonna make a mess in her
See that there?
Okay, keep looking, keep looking.
Hold on. Oh, you're gonna love this shit.
Oh,
I don't
Uh-oh.
want it to spill.
oh my.
Don't spill it.
You think this is a good trick? You're in the front. This could get ugly for you. Wouldn't want me to spill it now, right?
Uncle Vincent.
All right, on count of three, shabazabu. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna bounce it now. 1. I'm gonna let it go.
No.
I am. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
I didn't drink anything.
You put it back.
That's a magic milk trick.
Yay! Give a cup.
That's not bad, man.
All right. It's so
Now,
thick. Uncle Vincent, Michael thinks.
we have 10 minutes left. I'm going to read one of the best stories ever told.
Vin, you want a seat? You
When
want
I
a
was
chair?
really, really young, this was my favorite story. We all know the movie, How
Guys,
the Grinch Stole Christmas.
give
but
Uncle
there's
Vincent the chair.
something very special
Give him the chair.
about the story. And
Give
here we
Vincent-
go. You ready?
Joseph, give Uncle Vincent the chair.
And I'm going to read it in a special...
Vin, here.
I don't need a chair.
Why?
He likes action.
I like to move around. Ready? How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Excuse me, thank you very much for this, yeah? Here we go. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch just lived north of Whoville did not. The Grinch hated Christmas. The whole Christmas season.
Michael, hands out.
Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on right. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were a little too tight. And his shoes were a little too tight. But I think that the reason, most of all, may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Who's, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm, lighted windows below in the town. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. And now they're hanging their stockings. He snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow it's Christmas. It's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming, I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. For tomorrow, he knew all the Who girls and Who boys would wake up bright and early, and they'd rush for their toys. And then, oh, the noise, oh, the noise, oh, the noise, 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 noise. That's one thing he hated, the noise, 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 noise. Then the Who's, young and old, would sit down to a feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, 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 feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare roast beef, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand at least. Yes? Well, thank you. And then they'd do something he'd like least of all. Maybe Who, in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Who's would start singing. They'd sing, and they'd sing, and they'd sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, must put a stop to this thing. Why, for 53 years, I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how? Then he got an idea. An awful idea. The Grinch got an awful idea. I know what to do. The Grinch laughed in his throat. And he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked, what a great Grinchy trick. With his coat and his hat, I'll look just like St. Nick. All I need is a reindeer, the Grinch looked around. But since reindeer are scarce, they're none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, you'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max, then he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said, giddy up! And the sleigh started down toward the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air, all the Who's were all dreams, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in the air. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, then so could old Grinch. He stuck only once for a moment or two, where the little Who stockings all hung in a row. These stockings and grins are the first to go. Who knows the rest of the story? Tell me what happens next. He tried starfish! How cool is that? What's another one? Wait, this once housed a snail.
Oh, look.
Yeah, a snail used to crawl on the bottom of the ocean. How's that? I got that in the Caribbean. All your questions, we're running out of time. This is what the rock looks like.